I'm Miles Jenner, and I'm head brewer and joint managing director of Harvey's. Well, I mean, the first thing is we are a heritage site, so we have tremendous overheads, unit costs that others don't have, and we're labour intensive. We're not automated. Everybody in the brewery has a role, takes a pride in what they're doing. So the term craft, I mean, I think it's something that we identify with very strongly, and we also pride ourselves on what I've mentioned before, which is the word authenticity. Now, that's not to say that you sit back and think, well, we've been doing this for centuries and everybody loves Harvey's Best Bitter. We were the first brewery in 1990 to actually put out a range of seasonal beers, of seasonal brews. Everybody followed suit, but the goal was to do a different beer and slowly build up a program. So we had a different style of beer that was available for 1 month only, and we covered everything from porters and wheat beers to you name it. And obviously that became more challenging as so many arrived on the market. So we've had to cull some of those and look at other things. With the local beer scene, I mean, it's probably more brewers than we've had since the end of the 19th century, and I don't think we have any one competitor as such, but put 150 breweries within a county when you were the last surviving brewer, and obviously it has a tremendous impact because people don't drink beer twice, and there are other things out there. So you've got to remain relevant, and we do, and we did produce keg products again. We'd been through it before in the 1960s. When keg beers were the rage, everybody in the swinging 60s wanted more modern brands, keg beer, bottle beers. Our trade was 50% keg and bottle beer, 50% cask conditioned, and it was Camera that turned that round when they came along in the 1970s. But up until then, it's just down to survival, and we had we had the prototype for the first inverted keg filler in the country. Went in 1964, and I didn't take it out till the flood, and I never thought I'd be putting another one back in because it tailed off so. But you must never close your mind to anything, and you've got to be aware of what your public want. So yeah, we innovate, and we also have a very good relationship with our local brewers. I mean, Mark Tranter up the road at Burning Sky is one of my oldest friends, and I have a tremendous respect for Andy Hepworth out at Horsham and what he's achieved. But Beak and Abyss in Lewis, I mean, we see a lot of each other. We wash their casks for them when they can't get clean kegs from Keg Watch or whatever, and there's a very good rapport and sense of humour, and it was lovely to be at the Beak Beer Festival in the midst of all the craft brewers, and we were among them. So we regard ourselves very much as both authentic, traditional, and part of a new culture and local, because we've always maintained the fact that we are local brewers and we work within a tight radius, and it's good for local sustainability, and it's something that we treasure, that sort of age-old sort of environmental sense of the brewing industry. We did a beer for the coronation called Carolean Crown, and that was a strange thing because we used Plumage Archer barley, a very old variety, and we use Commonwealth hops, we use New Zealand hops, and we tried to brew a very pale beer of a more modern genre, and it went incredibly well, and we're now about to relaunch a similar product. It's out there at the moment as Wild Hop because we'd done a trial before on that basis, but we'll relaunch it under a different name, and it's very much of that citrus sort of light beer quality, and it's finding good favour, repeat orders, and I think that will become part of our repertoire within. But my great goal is always to find something that nobody's done before. We knock out something totally new, and I look back over the years, and there was one brew we did as a one-off, as a seasonal brew called Date with an Angel, and I was brewing with date syrup, and this was going back to, well, before craft beer came to light. So we've always been there in a strange sense, but I don't think people are always ready for it. But certainly they are now. So we're back in the game. Yeah.
Yeah, good.
Well, my second brewer, Peter Yarlett, has put in a little sort of grain master kit. So, and we're keen to do a few things. We're looking at a rye beer possibly, and he is desperate to do a smoked beer because he adores them.
Right.
And I'm always a little bit reticent because you can find that if you get a peated malt and you use it in brewing, that you can get a phenolic taint for all your beers going through the system. You've got to be very careful how you do it. And fruit beers are the same. I had a great friend at a brewery, I'll remain unnamed, who did a strawberry beer, and his beer tasted of strawberries for the next sort of 12 months. So you need to be a little bit circumspect on what you're doing. But no, we both got plans of what we would like to see, and I'm sure you'll bring new things to the party as well.